Starting out today's segment, picking up around about where we left off in yesterday's segment, which sounds just a touch weird because I'm actually recording this the day before it's scheduled to go up. But our goal for this segment is to go through the northern part of Route 210, I think it is, and get to Celestic Town. In that process of doing so, we're going to be exploring these routes, grabbing some items, fighting off some trainers, and also picking up a Kecleon. I'm going to start by knocking the Kecleon over because Lord knows how long it's going to take me to obtain. It took me a little bit of a while on my first attempt, which, yeah, it failed because I just ran out of shit to talk about. Well, no, I didn't run out of shit to talk about, it's just my brain decided that at some point that it didn't want to come up with any more sentences for me to spit out, and so I kept forgetting about the name of Whimsicott, which I was talking about, because I'm going to be talking about my another Pokemon playthrough here. First thing I just want to establish here, okay, I've got Poke Radar on the select button, and looks like we are starting off very similar to the way we started off in the failed attempt. Thing is, with Radar exclusive Pokemon, if you get patches that are not like this one that I'm walking into here, there's like 3 different kinds of rustling grass. I'll try to show that off a little bit in a little bit more detail. The first round that I did, I had nothing but common shaking grass. The patch that I walked into just before was like sort of like an uncommon one. Yeah, we'll call it uncommon, I suppose, or like a rarer patch, and those ones are the only ones that can have Radar exclusive Pokemon in them. The third one is one that involves a whole bunch of sparkling, and that's guaranteed to have a shiny, and that'll be relevant to you if you're looking to chain for shinies in this. For me, however, that's not going to be really much of a thing, so I have to look out for these other like rare patches, such as this one right here, and hopefully I will be able to find a Kecleon sooner rather than later. It took me, I think, 3 goes to run into Kecleon in the previous attempt, and I think I'm taking longer this time around to get in there, which is rather disappointing. Oh, good. It's even better when you just use this thing like 3 or 4 times in a row and just get no rare rustling patches. Come on, get out of the way, Cricketune. You have the best cry of the series, but you're not really that interesting outside of that. No, I don't want Nuzleaf. I've already got that whole evolution line. Hurry up. Nope, no rustling patches in there that I'm interested in. This is actually wasting repels, and it's wasting time as well. Which is why I'm really annoyed that I lost that first attempt at the segment, because I knew that if I had to redo it, I would probably find myself in a situation very much like the one I'm in right now, and this is literally doing nothing but wasting time. I'm glad I'm only 3 minutes into the video. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, 3.5 minutes in, and I'm not doing anything else, so I guess we're just going to cut back once I find it. Wasn't off screen for too long there. I think it was only about 30 seconds, but yeah, here's Kecleon. Gonna adopt the same old strategy I used to catch this thing in the failed attempt, and that is just get in a Gyro Ball, get in another Gyro Ball, I guess get in a third one, and then put it to sleep and catch it. Okay, so there's Kecleon out of the way. If I wanted another one, then I could go after it now, but not really in the mood for that. I want to just start by knocking over these first few trainers down here. Oh yeah, that's a point. I wanted to give $3 an item to hold, because he's not holding anything at the moment. And I think I settled on the metal coat. No, I don't want to use that. I want to give this to $3. That'll power up his Gyro Ball a bit. Not that I'm going to be using him here at the moment. I'm going to start with Rampart, I think. Yeah. Because I think this guy's leading with a Skuntank. So get an Earthquake in on that one. So, Pokemon playthrough from the past that I'm going to be talking about here while I knock over these first few trainers. And hopefully I can extend that and pad it out a little bit after that. This is my Ultra Moon playthrough, which admittedly did take a bit of a while to get off the ground, because by this point this is my 5th run through the Alola region, and it got a bit stale pretty quickly. It's part of the reason I still haven't finished my mono flying run of Pokemon Y. But I did manage to get around to finishing this one off, just because I needed some of the Pokemon in it to complete the living dex, which would be a great achievement, but it's really just the living dex from X imported into Pokemon Bank with all the Gen 7 stuff added from the Alola games. So I got that out of the way. There's still some legendaries I got to go after. I think I'm looking to try to go after a shiny Veltol as well, which will be absolutely lovely. I'm probably going to grab the shiny charm from that. Just got to dump the entire collection into the into Ultra Moon just to complete the Pokédex and grab that thing. But besides that, I will go on a tangent about my team here. So the team that I used, most of these were eggs, but the first Pokemon I'm talking about here is one of the 2 that I actually caught. No, actually, yeah, I think this one actually was one of the eggs. I used a Whimsicott named Collywobble. The name Collywobble comes from a cauliflower enemy in Banjo-Kazooie that you would practice your rat-a-tat rap on, and then it would just sort of float around a Spiral Mountain afterwards, and once you were done with all of your training, initial training, before you go into Grunty's lair. So I took that name, gave it to a Whimsicott, and it did about as good as you'd expect. It's got Trickster, so it always gets priority when it's using stuff like Stun Spore, so that was mighty helpful. Might have 10. Took a bit of a while for me to make that reference, but nah. Next up, I used a Hariyama, which I named Yokozuna, after the former WWE champion from the 90s. I think he won the Royal Rumble once as well. And this guy was just sort of there to be a big bulky mofo, fighting type. I think I had Fire Punch on it for some type coverage, but besides that, it existed. It was pretty good. Now got to move my freaking window out of the way for just a sec. Okay, yeah, here we go. The next team member was a Cloyster, as I move this back again, named Get Ya Clams. Now, this is an inside joke. Yeah, this name's a bit of an inside joke. One of the Discords that I'm a part of has a RuneScape channel, and so every single month, at the start of the month, myself or one of the other RuneScape players would just shout out "Get Ya Clams" in the RuneScape channel, as a reference to the clan that you can get once per month after you completed a, I think it was What Lies Below? No, it was another quest where you would explore Tutorial Island, which is just inexplicably submerged under the sea, and at the end of it you would get this monthly recurring reward where you would just go down into Tutorial Island, and you do a little bit of fishing, you do a little bit of farming, and then you would feed a clam. You'd come back next month and you'd get some rewards, and you would do that over and over and over again. So I went with that inside joke for the Cloyster's name here, because it's hilarious. Kind of disappointed in Cloyster's usage, actually, because it's got a massive base 180 defense, but its HP doesn't really allow it to get good use out of that. And then it also has really shitty special attacks, so any electric move that hits this thing, like Thunderbolt or anything like that, just pretty much one-shots it. It had skill link though, so my idea for the moveset there was to, I think I bred Rock Blast onto it, and then I also had Icicle Spear. Both those were moves that could hit 2 to 5 times, and with skill link they would always hit 5 times. So the idea was I'd have these just powerful type coverage moves, and they didn't really do a whole lot, sadly. This Cloyster was really kind of disappointing. I'd like to give it another shot, but I'm a bit iffy about whether or not it's really worth going after. Is that Razor Wind? I think that's Razor Wind. Yeah, it is. That's pretty good. Next team member I used was a Togedemaru. Yeah, Togedemaru, which I named Maru Maria. It was a female one, so I thought of that name basically just as a combination of the name of Maria plus the Maru Mari, which is, I think it translates to round ball in Japanese. but it is actually the name of the Morph Ball from Metroid. And Togedemaru is just kind of this ball thing with spikes. So I figured it fit pretty well, and it has like the whole real life name involved in it as well. A bit like Suricate in this playthrough. It was pretty good. It did a decent enough job. It was kind of shit in the regular Sun and Moon games just because you didn't have access to, what do you call it? You didn't have access to the move tutors, and so it actually didn't really have a good steel type stab move to go with. It had its own signature electric move, Zing Zap, but it had to wait until Ultra Sun and Moon to get something like Iron Head, and I think it also got U-Turn as well. I think at least I had U-Turn on mine, which was pretty good. That's bullshit, by the way. I don't understand why the Spinda was able to one-shot Dick Kick him with a double edge. Dick Kick him, you're really a disappointment. That's bullshit. I'm actually kind of salty about that. But moving on, I used the Drift Blim named Count Patch. If I didn't use the Drift Blim, I almost certainly would have ended up using a... I would have almost certainly ended up using a Mismagius in that playthrough, but instead I ended up using it in this one. So this one, I think I initially named it Dead Air, just because it's a ghost type and it's a balloon that floats in the air, but I decided that was a bit too shitty, and so I decided to give it a different nickname, and I ended up settling with Count Patch. Part of it is a bit of a reference to Mr. Patch, the inflatable dinosaur boss from Banjo-Tooie, because Count Patch kind of reminds me a little bit of that, but I decided to go with Count just because, I don't know, it has some kind of bloody relation to vampires and just something horror scary, that sort of thing. It's a very loose connection, but I liked how the name came out, so I was pretty happy with that. Next I used, for the last team member, I used a Porygon 2. Did not evolve into Porygon Z because I'd already used a Porygon Z, but I went with a Porygon 2, gave it the Eviolite as you might expect, and I named this one Xerxes. If you saw the Storm Silver playthrough, you might know about the Porygon Z that I did use back in Black, I think it was, or White. It might have been White, but I used the Porygon Z that I named Shodan after the main antagonist, who is like this AI driven to madness in System Shock. Xerxes is another intelligent like AI, and is the AI on board the ship called the Von Braun from System Shock 2. And so I think Xerxes actually kind of got like overtaken by Shodan when you allowed that to happen. You were able to let her into the primary data loop or some shit like that. I've got an LP of System Shock 2. It's not particularly great, but it's there if you want to watch that and get a better idea of it. But I went with the name of Xerxes. It's in all caps. It's spelled Xerxes. This is blatant padding, but I think that's about it for the Ultra Moon playthrough at this point, because there's nothing else I can really talk about with that. If Dick Kickham dies here, for fuck's sake. Dick Kickham, you're an absolute disappointment. I think you need to get some defense training, because you're being a bit trash at the moment. I'm not even going to say anything about that, honestly. Like, if it one-shot Bertha there, I'd probably just lose my collective shit, but whatever. For some reason, this has just suddenly gone to the absolute crows here. Ugh. God damn it. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go back and heal. I do not want to be wasting too many healing items here, because I'd rather try to save as much money as I can for other shit, which even I don't know what that other shit is. But we'll just get this out of the way. This is probably going to be where the segment starts to train wreck a little bit, because I still reckon I've got at least maybe half a dozen trainers for me to knock over between now and Celestic Town. But better I get it out of the way now than early tomorrow morning, where it's probably going to be absolute shite. It's going to be absolute shite here regardless, but whatever. Oh, shit. Fuck you, game. No, fuck you, brain. I saw the nurse there, and I knew for a dead set fact that she was there to heal me, and then I just completely forgot about it. So no, I take that back. That shit's my fault, because I'm a fucking dipshit. Please don't be terrible. Please, for the love of God, do not be a terrible fight. Oh, this is going to be a terrible... Oh my god. You know what? Those trainers back at Route 215, I think it was, had both of these Pokemon, except the Gliscor was just a Gligar. This is not going to end well. This really is not going to end well at all. Okay, let me have Dick kick him, hit Gyarados, I guess, just to stop it from doing anything. I need to switch out here, and I need to go into Tidal, I guess. Because I'm kind of expecting that Gyarados to try to go for something like Dragon Dance. So if I just fake out here, that just stops it from doing anything. Alright, Dick Kick'em's dead again. Dick Kick'em is being very, very disappointing here. Okay, how do I knock over that Gyarados? I don't have Mint Roast with me to take care of that thing. Let me go for Bertha, get up a Reflect, protect these two, and then I need to go for an Aurora Beam on that Gliscor. That should just wipe it off the board. Okay, that's a bounce right there. Ampharos is pretty tanky in its own right, so I'm feeling maybe a Bug Bite on the Ampharos. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll also throw Dragon Pulse its way, because I can't hit the Gyarados. It's in the air. Just smash it with oh, hello. That worked out. I'm not too sure if there was a critical in there, but that worked out pretty well. And despite the Reflect being up, Bertha still died in one hit to that bounce, which is a bit shy. I think we'll go Illison. I'm not too sure how much more threatening that Gyarados could potentially be. I think we want to get this Victory Bell out of the way. I think we want to get that out of the way right now. Because if we do that, then it's going to be 2-on-1 for the rest of the fight. Wait. Hold on, what? You had 3 Pokemon, right? Gliscor. What was the second one? Shit. Shit. Okay, go into Rampart. Tidal, Bubble Beam, Typhlosion. This is rather alarming. Wait, oh, hang on, are you... Okay, I guess since they're a double team, they're not actual separate trainers. So as long as they've got Pokemon to spare, they can just send in a second one after that. Okay, that's dumb of me. Whatever. Rampart's burned, which is disappointing. Reflect just wore off, didn't it? Okay, $3. Gyro Ball to the Ursaring, I suppose. I think we just aim to take that Ursaring right out the game. No. Zen Headbutt on the Gyarados. Tidal can't do anything, so I'll take the opportunity to focus energy here. Did Zen Headbutt miss? I think Zen Headbutt missed. Alright. Can I get in one final hit? Okay, cool. Okay. Did I get like 20 grand from that? I feel like I got 20 grand from that. I'll have to look that up. I'll have to play that back. But that was pretty cool. Okay. That could have gone down a lot worse than what it ended up being. This is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. This is just a bit of a shitty grind that I have to get through. I feel like it might not have been a bad idea to just do this in like sped up or something like that. Okay, Politoed. Do you have the ability to get any psychic moves? Well, if they are, they're probably physical, so let's just stick with the old fake out strategy. and then smash into this thing with a high jump kick. Yeah, that works. I got a crit as well, so that's nice. Zartu. What should I deal with Zartu? Bertha can't hit it for super effective. Illicent can. I'll try Illicent. Depends on how fast this thing is. Okay. Ooh. Pincer. Alright, I think we're gonna go Rampart. I know Pincer can get some fighting moves, but Rock Slide should get in there right proper and smash it, especially with the drop in defense there. And then Probopass, I guess you can take a high jump kick to the face. The thing that occurs to me with Fake Out in later generations, it's pretty good for turning off Sturdy and Focus Sash and stuff like that, because it's a priority move. It always causes flinching. Oh wait, is this actually the way we're supposed to be going? Or is it... Oh, no, I think there's two different directions we can go here. Okay. Let me go back to that nurse. If I can save up my items, then I will certainly take full advantage of this random nurse chilling out here. Okay, fighting dude. Might as well send my own fighting dude out to fight this fighting dude. Alright. Fake Out. I'll get up a bulk up here, actually. This might help with the defensive problems. No boy, cross chop. Oh, fuck you, game. Here, let's boost up the defense. Crit. Just, no. Fuck your defense. Critical. Eat a bag of fucking dicks. Seriously, eat a bag of fucking dicks. Blaziken, you are begging for me to lob some bubbles at you. Heracross. Do I want to send Bertha back in? Yeah. Smash it with Aerial Ace. Rip. And back we go. Deck Kickham is really getting his deck kicked in here, isn't he? That's the only way I can really describe it. I know he's got shitty physical defense, but I didn't think it was this bad. I mean, his last death was attributed to a critical, so it's like, can't really do much about that, but it's probably not going to stop me from complaining about it, because it's like, yay, boost defenses. No, your defenses are meaningless. Because, fuck you, I guess. Game doesn't like me. What's this thing's ability anyway? Rockhead? I'm not even getting any use out of it. Earthquake. Mind Reader. Mind Reader is an okay move. It's, yeah, it ensures that the next attack doesn't miss. I'm gonna give up on it. I don't see myself ever using it. Motham. Stay in and hopefully Rock Slide it. Slash is alright. Unless... I must have missed with Rock Slide there, because, like, I flinched the first time from, Air Slash, and so I guess I must have... Okay, whatever. Zen Headbutt. Yeah, set up Tailwind and Light Screen. You probably should have gone with the Reflect there. There's the third Smoke Ball of this, playthrough. The, first one being from the Spiritomb. The second one I don't think I ever established came from the, what was it? I think it was for the Coughing. Yeah, it was the Coughing. Okay, $3 can lead against this lady. Let's see how terrible this is. Oh, it's not even an Ace Trainer. It is a Bird Keeper. This is fine though. One thing I noticed about Doduo and Dodrio is that in terms of their like original artwork, Dodrio has like the necks that have the same color as their beaks. But for Doduo, those are all black, which is a bit weird when you take into consideration gender differences here, because only the males have the black necks as Doduos and Dodrios, but only the females have like the beak-colored necks. So it's like, you take a look at these artworks, these base artworks, and it's just like, okay, well, Doduo's, well, that's obviously a male Doduo, but the Dodrio is actually female. It's like, it's weird. Skarmory. I think we have to go in with Tidal. Bubble Beam this thing to death. And as for Pidgeot, you get a Rock Slide to the face. That works. Don't want to go back and heal. Nah. No need to. Okay, there's that dude. I can't get to that item yet. I think now I've got to just go back up and go across the bike path here. There's one trainer right there. $3 should be able to take care of whatever this dude sends out, unless it's a Skuntank. I like a this and I like a that or like a herp. That sucks. You suck. It's like, yeah, no, it's not a Skuntank, but it's a Ninetales, so you still can't deal with it. Also Drought. So I can't even send in Bubble Beam to take that thing out. Because that's totally what I'm referring to my Pokemon as, just the moves that they use. Earthquake to the face. And screw you, Confuse Ray. I watched this segment of the Jish's Platinum LP before, where he talks about having two Pokemon named Ray, both with Confused Ray. And so it's like, Ray used Confused Ray, Ray used Confused Ray, Ray is confused, Ray used Confused Ray, Ray is confused, Ray was confused. Right. Ah. Yeah, I kind of lost my collective shit in the process of reciting that. I don't even know why I'm using Aurora Beam here. Dragon Pulse is just better. Also, was there a speed tie there? I feel like there might have been a speed tie there. Dragon Dance! Would have been so good. But, no. Oh, damn it. Dick Kick him. Now is your chance to shine. High Jump Kick. Yay. Pretty sure Bug resists fighting as well, so that's pretty cool. Hurricane. Oh, good. That's an okay move, I guess. It's basically the flying type version of Thunder. I say Thunder specifically because Hurricane has 100% accuracy in the rain. Plus it has a little chance of inflicting a status. In Hurricane's case, it is Confusion, which would actually pair well with Thunder's chance to inflict paralysis. I don't think Tidal needs any more experience. It's at level 43, so it's fine. I think this dude's a Dragon Tamer, though. Oh, that's cool, I suppose. Oh boy, Tangrowth, okay. Maybe I put you to sleep. And then maybe I Zen Headbutt you a bunch of times. Nope. Nope. Doesn't want any of that. You suck then. Eat a Leaf Blade to the face. I said eat a Leaf Blade to the face. Well, no. Eat a Leaf Blade to the face and then eat another Leaf Blade to the face. That'll do. Rapidash. Eat an Earthquake. Jeez, that thing had Jump Kick? That was interesting. Bug Bite. Aerial Ace. Because the thing's still asleep. Bug Buzz. Nope. Sticking with those 60 base power and lower moves. I wouldn't have had to do that if I'd gone with Iron Fist, as I'm pretty sure I've said before. Uh-huh. Are we done now? Oh, please, God, no, 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 no. You're not fighting me. No, 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 no. Maybe. Maybe. I'm going to throw a save state here. Whereabouts? 8. We'll go with that. When you win, you bet. Okay. I mean, you've got a pretty decent tilt at this. Alakazam lead. Actually, not even terrible, honestly. Depends really on what I'm having to deal with. I'm going to go turn 1 light screen here. I forgot Shadow Ball was the thing. God damn it, that's depressing. Okay. Let's regroup. Illison can go in with a Night Slash. Infernape. Infernape's will have fighting moves. Do I send in Dick Kickham? No. Kick this thing's ass a title. Cool. Drop in defense is pretty nice. Clefable, it is part fairy. I don't have a poison type on me. Pompoda would have been nice to poison jab that thing into the middle of next week. Or even toxic it, like it did previously. Bertha, I guess. Aerial Ace. Yeah, of course, it's gotta have that stupid Thunder Wave. Get a Reflector. Aerial Ace. She might heal there. No, that's disappointing. Dick Kick and Fake Out. Mark Punch. Fuck. I'm gonna lose. Yeah, I'm gonna lose this. Yeah, lost. Unfortunately lost. Dick Kick him. Yeah, you were never gonna do anything good, were ya? Mm-hmm. Oh boy, Jolteon. Oh, for fuck's sake. Screw you, Dawn, seriously. Oh, god damn it. Okay. I really do not want to end the segment on a low note, so we're going to go into this for the long haul. Let me put Kecleon away ever so quickly. 352, isn't it? So it should be right there. Okay, we need to change up the team. Pompodo, you get in here. I'm going to put you in place of Dick Kickham. Probably should be sticking with Dick Kickham for that Lopunny, but it's not happening. Jaeger, I guess I'll bring in for dual screens. Who do I replace? Don't know who to replace there. Suricate's definitely coming in. Suricate, I will bring in place of $3. And then probably Mitt Roast. No. I think we go in with Ghost Trick. You don't have Psychic though. Shit. Okay, yeah. No, we definitely want Jaeger. We definitely do want Jaeger. And I think I'll bring him in over Bertha. Okay. Will this go down any better? I don't even have any words. Like, why in the hell, of all the fucking trainers that have recurring fights in this game, does Dawn have to be the fucking hardest one? Like, she's not even meant to be a good trainer, and yet every time I fought her, besides the first encounter, I have been driven up the goddamn wazoo with how bullshit difficult she is to beat. And that she has no business being this difficult. I think what's also bullshit is she stops you right before you enter Celestic Town, which really, really sucks, because now you're basically just like, okay, you're done. No, you're not. You have to fight Dawn. If you don't, then you can't get into Celestic Town. And you can't go the other way because of that fat fuck wanting to sell his Slowpoke tail onto you. This has gone quite a bit ranty, I have to admit. Okay. Shadow Claw. Yeah, that's why Suricate is slowly proving herself as MVP of this team. Lopunny. Part fighting, which means I need to send in Jaeger to deal with that. Do I want to send in something else, though? It's probably got, like, Jump Kick or High Jump Kick, so Rampart's probably not a good idea. Yeah, I think we go Jaeger. Reflect. Strength. Okay. Did that get it? Did it get, like, a plus in attack there? Because that would have been that would be rather disappointing. Okay, Lopunny is down to, like, sweet bugger all HP. Suricate. Crush Claw. Thank heavens for that defensive defense drop right there, because I would not have survived otherwise. So, close combat is a thing. That happens. Clefable, Pompoda, Toxic, Poison Jab. Keeps going for the Moonblast, so it doesn't look like it's using Encore anymore, which is nice. Switches into a Mamoswine, which is disappointing, but I've got a dead Pompoda, I guess. Tidal can smash this thing with a Bubble Beam, I think. Yeah, I suppose that works. Oh, good, Ice Shard. That's lovely. Suricate. Crush Claw. I win this fight because Suricate is kind of busted. And, yeah. 0. Again. She's like the biggest bitch in the planet. You beat her after she just runs you through the ringer, and it's just like, come on, give me some money. Nope. None for you. That could have been a really nice half-hour segment, but nope. Again, we are stuck having to deal with a lengthier segment. Also, how the hell do you get up there?